Okay, dear friends, let's go over to part B. Oh, order these numbers from least to greatest. Okay, and then the instructions are to write the numbers in the boxes. Okay, so here are the numbers we've got that we have to order. 2, 6, 4. I'm going to write them. Actually, I'm going to write them the way they're written on the paper, right in a row. 2, 6, 4, comma. The next number then is 0072. Next number is 0.0423. Run out of space here in a second. Sorry, y'all. A lot of O's in that one. 4 O's and then an 8. And sorry, I'm out of space, so I'm going to go 0.0043. And I hope you don't mind. In a couple of these numbers, they were written with leading zeros, like the 0.264 and 0.0072. I added leading zeros to this one and this one. I'm not sure if that was an intentional omission or if that was unintentional. But regardless, if there's no digit there to the left of the decimal, you can put a 0 in there because that means there's no whole number component, 0 whole number component. Okay, so to put these numbers in order, start with the whole number part. Of those 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which one has the largest whole number component? Let's go through it. Oh, wait. Least to greatest. Well, I'm still going to start by finding the biggest one, and then I'll put that one at the bottom because we have to go least to greatest. So I'm going to go greatest to least, but upside down. So if I look at these numbers, this one has a whole number part of 0. So does this one. So does this one. So does this one. But that one doesn't. That one has a whole number part of 1. That means that number is the largest because it's the only one that has a whole number part that's non-zero. So I'm going to put 1.00008. That's a lot of zeros. That's the largest number. Largest number. And the least is going to have to go up top. We'll put the least one up here. Okay. Now, we have to go find either the next largest. I'm going to keep going backwards. I like this idea of going backwards. The next largest. Okay. We've already established which one is the largest based on the whole number part. Now, the 4 that remain all have 0 whole numbers in their whole number places. So then we just move, if you remember our discussion on rounding, we move to the next place, which is the 10th place. Because the 10th place is definitely smaller than the units place, but it's the next smallest, which means it's going to have the next most value in the number overall. So this one has a 2 in the 10th place. 2. This one has a 0. This one has a 0. And that one has a 0. Ha! So of the 4 that remain, and I'm going to go ahead and just cross this one off because we've already got them down here. Of the 4 that remain, that one has something besides 0 in the 10th place. That makes it the next largest number. So I'm going to put that back to 6, 4. So this one's definitely the largest because it has the 1 in the units place. But this one is going to be next largest because it's got a non-zero 10th place, unlike the other 3. And the best part about this is we could just do this the whole way down. Just keep looking at places. We know that the 3 that remain all have zeros in the 10th place. So let's bump over to the 100th place. This one has a 0 in the 100th place. That one has a 4. Haha, that makes this one bigger than that one. And this one has a 0. So if these two had zeros in the 100th place, that means this one, which has something bigger than 0 in the 100th place, must be a bigger number. So that is going to be the one in the middle. Sweet. Now we're down to 2 more. We could guess, but let's not do that. Let's figure it out. So we know that they all have zeros and tenths and zeros and hundredths. Now we go to the 1000th place. Ooh, and they both have non-zero things in the 1000th place. But this one has a bigger number in that place than this one does. That makes this one a bigger number than this one. So that's going to be 0072, which makes that puppy dog the smallest. So like I said, I listed them backwards. On the solution, you'd want to go that way. And you can do what I just did backwards too. You don't have to start with the largest and work your way backwards. It's just that I went that way, I think, because when we read left to right. So to me, it's easier to look at these numbers left to right and identify them that way. There's part B.